It's been now 5 full days and it has not been reviewed yet. It is the 3rd. The song was supposed to come out today. I submitted it into them, but for some reason, they still haven't reviewed it yet. Generally, songs with TuneCore gets reviewed in like 2 days, at least is what has been my experience. But for some reason, it's been now 5 full days and it has not been reviewed yet. So I'm not exactly sure what the holdup is on it. And I mean, I know it's better to try and release to them about a good 3-4 weeks or more in advance. But with this one, obviously I was running behind on schedule, so I didn't really get to get it to them like I wanted it to. So that could be one of the factors in why it's going to be late, but it was supposed to be out today. The song was supposed to be out today, and they still haven't even approved it yet to send the DSPs. So that kind of puts me behind on a lot of things, but I'm not fully mad. I'm not mad. And the reason I'm not mad is because what I'm now able to do is it gives me more time to work on things. So I noticed that they actually approved the song last night. So it's supposed to be being sent out to the DSPs. I noticed that it is already on Apple Music. It's on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, that sort of thing, which is good. But now that the song is hitting the primary DSPs that I really care about, at least, we can go ahead and we can move on some pieces. So I actually need to make a list of the things that we're going to knock out. And I think we're going to start with the website stuff first. Generally, let's just make a list. Okay, so I think I have the list together in the order in which it's going to be the most important. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to make the updates to the website, and then we need to publish out the website. From there, we're going to work on launching the YouTube only video, which is, well, audio only video on YouTube. So we'll publish that out. And then what we need to do is we need to submit to playlisters. I need to plan the ads that I plan on running on Meta for this song. And then I need to prepare them. I need to actually shoot them or whatever the case may be. And then we need to do some stuff on Spotify. I need to add the, I need to update some stuff on Spotify. If it's on Spotify, that's something we need to check. So as of right now, it is not on Spotify, which kind of throws a wrench in things. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and focus on at least just preparing the website for everything. I still can go ahead and prepare the YouTube only, the audio only video for YouTube. I don't know why I keep saying YouTube only, but the audio only video for YouTube, we can go ahead and prep that. And then another thing that we can do is still plan out the ads, because that's still a big piece and I have no idea what that's going to look like yet. So this is how I build my websites. I use .NET 8 to build my sites in, and yeah. My entire site is basically a lot of this code and a lot of these files here. Obviously putting my programming skills to use in order to actually do my own website. So therefore I have complete control over everything that I'm doing on my website. That's super important to me, which could be time consuming for a lot of people, but it is super important to me. I always try to come up with a visual, like a small visual, because it goes on the Spotify thing. I forget what it's called. Anyway, so I try to look at an animated thing, right? So the cover, I use AI to try to help me generate this, because obviously it's a lot less expensive than trying to have someone put this together. But I thought it was funny. So if you don't know, I'll put on the screen what the cover is, right? And so I wanted it to be animated. And so this is what it gave me. I think that's the one I'm going to use. But I tried to get the prompt to be a little better because it seemed a little unauthentic to me in a way. But then again, it's not for anything big. It's just for that Spotify little short visual thing is what it's for, really, right? So it's not that big of a deal. But here were some other iterations. I tried to get it to be better. And here's another iteration of it. That one was stupid. To me, that one right there looks like someone just kind of fell in GTA or some shit. So I think this is the one I'm going to end up using, but I want to see if I can get the prompt to be better. This right here is the prompt that I'm trying to use for it, whenever you're working with any type of video editing, or I guess video generating AI, you got to be really specific sometimes. So I wrote up this prompt, and again, I've been using the same prompt, and it got me good results on the first one. I'm just trying to see if I could be a little better. So I keep regenerating it. And the thing that sucks about this, I don't know. I think I just generated it twice. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. But the thing that sucks about this is because it eats up so many credits. Just running this once eats up so many credits. Another one that I like besides Google's is the Runway LM or ML, one of the two, something like that. That one's pretty good. I actually like it better than VO. OpenAI just came out with Sora 2, which I have not tried yet because I think right now it's invitation only, but I would love to try that. That would be cool. Because see, my goal is I want to create some type of movement on the website. And so what I have, I'll show you. You see? That's basically what we're trying to do. So we create some movement on the site a little bit. So that's why I'm doing the whole animated thing. And then it goes in for Spotify too. Right now I'm installing this command, so therefore I can shrink the size of the video so it'll be very efficient when I put it on the website. That actually took a little longer than I was expecting for it to take, mainly because of the fact that I ran into some issues with trying to get the video part right for the animation. Because whenever you're posting stuff on web, like with any video or photo content, you want to make sure that it loads quick, because when a lot of people are accessing websites from their mobile devices, any additional like large file size, that sort of thing, it just eats up a lot of their data and you want the site to load fast. So I was running into some issues with it because I didn't know what the exact aspect ratio needed to be. I couldn't remember the last one I used, basically. The next part of the release strategy is going to be actually getting the YouTube video going. And the YouTube video is just an audio only thing. It's just something that we kind of add to it. It's just another layer that allows us to put into the search engine. So therefore we can make sure the song gets out there as much as possible. So we're going to work on the YouTube video right now. So we just got the YouTube video published, and that's for the audio only for the song. Listen to it. Generally when I'm doing that, I try to listen to it at least 3 times. I listen to it while it's in Premiere, once I pull it out of Premiere, and then once it goes up on YouTube, and everything checks out. So we're good. So far as today goes, we got, if we double check the list, we've updated the website. We couldn't publish it. We got the YouTube video launched. We can't submit to playlist yet. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to until the song shows up on Spotify. So I'm going to hold off on that piece. The next thing, though, that we can do is we can plan the ad content, prep the ad content, and that's pretty much it. I don't know, though. Like I said, right now I got to try to come up with some ideas for ads. I don't really have a direction for some ads that can be ran for this particular song at all. I have no direction. And then another thing that has to be done too this weekend is I have a pretty significant programming assignment that's due for my PhD courses. It involves training an AI model, so I got to work on that at some point today as well. So I need to plan what we're going to do next. When you do any type of hustle, I think the first thing that comes to people's mind is that grind mentality, and how people shouldn't do that, how a lot of people shouldn't be grinding or hustling, that sort of thing. And I think I've mentioned it a few times because it's something that I hear a lot of people discuss, but the truth is, it just depends. I think it just depends on what it is that you really like doing. If you like hustling and you like working hard, then I mean, do it if that is what makes you happy. And that's what makes me happy. But at the same time, I believe that there can be a healthy type of hustling. You know, I believe that you can work beyond the average 40 hours a week but it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to do like 80 to 100 hours like a lot of people say, or burn yourself out. I don't think that's necessary. So for me, the way I do mine is I go for 70 hours a week. So that's 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I like that. I'm good with that because especially during Monday through Friday when I'm working and doing software engineering, I have that 8 hour shift that I have for my job. And then afterwards, I'll have 2 hours additional that I can apply towards the music thing. However, though, it's not always exactly 70 hours. Sometimes I do personally go over because obviously I want to get more done on music during the week. But I still have my weekends to just only work on music stuff. So that's kind of helpful as well. But again, I think it's just all about the importance of being healthy with it. Like whenever you're doing a hustle, or particularly this 2-lane hustle thing, being healthy with it, that's the important thing. And being healthy means taking care of yourself, making sure you're getting enough sleep. I ensure that I get at least 7 hours a night. I think that's more than enough for me. Probably could even do less, but I think that whenever I do get at least 7 hours, I'm productive enough the next day. So I think that's why it works for me to do 7. But I think that you need to keep that type of healthy mentality whenever you're doing this, unless you can really just go all in. I worked this one job where it was a chat role, and they had a bunch of overtime. They were offering email overtime. And the key to the role was you had to meet at least 10 emails an hour, right? You had to meet at least 10 emails an hour. And as long as you hit the 10 emails per hour, you could continue working overtime. Like, you didn't have any issue. And so one fall for 3 months straight, I want to say from middle of September to probably about the beginning of December, 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day. But the good thing about that type of work is it's all chat based. I'm just doing a crap ton of typing, which I never have any problem with. I could easily knock out 20 to 30 emails in an hour, right? I could theoretically have done that. In some cases, there were days where I would do that, where I would just knock out a buttload of them up front. So therefore, the other hours I could kind of slow pace myself through them. I had a financial goal in mind. I wanted to make X amount of money. So in that 3 months, right? In that 3 months that I did that overtime and I was working in those crazy hours, I made close to an additional 50 grand just in those 3 months from all that overtime. Because it was literally 20 hours. And I slept. And the way that I was able to do my sleeping is, doing the 4 hours. That was good. I had the 4 hours to sleep. The good thing is I was working from home. So therefore I had the ability to just eat at my desk. And as well too, you still get your breaks and lunch breaks and those sort of things, considering you are still working the 2+ hours, you still get breaks and that sort of thing. So that all factored in. And during those times, I would use those little breaks to sleep. That's when I would sleep. But again, it was because I had a financial goal in mind. Like I was being very tenacious about that goal. And so therefore I did work well more than what I probably should have. Like I said, it was crazy hours. But I was able to make it through it and I achieved my goal. And so that's why I say I think it really just depends when it comes to the whole hustling thing, because really it's based on whatever it is that you're passionate about. Some people are really fueled to do this, and I think that's just really cool. So I think I go back to the whole thing about the whole hustle culture, and I think I touch on this quite a bit, but it's just because I think it's misunderstood. I think it was misunderstood for the people who created it and made it think, oh, it's cool because I'm working 90 to 100 hours a week. It was cool to them, but I don't think that's what it's about. I think the hustle thing needs to be about you having a goal and you just doing whatever it takes to make that happen. And again, I think that could be a healthy form of it because it's something that you really and truly want to achieve. And that's when it has the biggest impact, I think. So I think that's my opinion on the whole hustle culture thing. And I think I've given my opinion on that quite a bit. But again, I just think people have a misunderstanding on what it is. So, yeah. But anyway,